Thank you for tuning in to TTV. I'm your host, Toya, and today is Freedom Friday. So, you guys know I switch Fridays up just so that I can bring you guys some more information, financial information, which brings me to my disclosure. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not in any way telling you what to do with your finances, how to live your life, what to do with your credit. Like none of that. This information is just information that I learned that I'm presenting to you. You can call it for entertainment purposes. Do your own research. Always do your own research. I stress that so much. Always do your own research. Do not take anything anybody says at face, like it's just the truth, okay? It's not the source of truth. Go do your own research and find your own sources of truth, okay? So, what I'm doing is just giving you information, little nuggets for you to go research. And one of the things that I found in coming back into this journey, and it's probably because one, I'm more open to the spiritual side of myself, so I'm easier for them. It's easier for them to guide me towards the things that I'm trying to do in life and how to get those things done. And lately, what they've been guiding me to is to pick up where I left off years ago when it comes to understanding who you are as far as being tied with the government and with the country. Now, there are two versions of the United States. Okay. One is America, the country, North America. Um, so you have the United States that's actually tied to the continent of North America, where you have the earth, the trees, the wind, the sand, the rain, like you have elements, people actually walking around, and you are a part of one of those people walking around. So that's the real country and the real natural you, because that's what they call it, as a natural person. So you have that version of yourself. The second one is the United States of America Corporation. Okay. Yes, you heard me correct. Corporation, meaning it is a business. It is not the actual country. It is a business. Okay. And with that business, each and every one of us have a second person, a paper person that they call the straw man. And that straw man is what is represented inside that corporation of the United States. So we're talking two separate things. Okay. You got the country, which is real land with real people. And then you have the digital, I guess you could say, or paper version, which is the United States corporation and you as a member of that corporation. So when the founding fathers set all of this up, they set up certain things for that straw man or that paper version of yourself. They set up little things to kind of help and guide and protect the consumer. However, you have to know the path and know what it is that you're dealing with and talking about. So you have a lot of people that start out down this journey and they get a little tidbit of information and they take it and they roll with it to try to change their life and get some of the things done that they hear other people doing. When in fact, you really have to study this. You really have to look into this and do your research. Okay. So I'm not trying to get into a lot. I know I might sound cryptic right now, and that's really because I'm not trying to give you a whole lot of information. Because the first step when you start going down this rabbit hole is to understand that one, you have the United States, which is the country, and you have the United States, which is a corporation. And within those two entities, you have you as a real person and you have you as a paper person. And if you don't believe me, look at your birth certificate. First of all, it's called a certificate. Okay. I wish I had my Black Laws dictionary, but it hasn't come yet. But when it does, I'm going to define that for you and let you see what it actually stands for, certificate. Because usually when you get a certificate is for an insurance policy or for like a money market or for a Roth account. It's for some kind of investment that you get. You end up with these certificates. So why do we have a birth certificate? Because that birth certificate is money. Okay. Now, how do you tap into it? That's the question. And that's part of where my journey is continuing. And I know there's a lot of information out there trying to dispel it as far as, like, oh, that's not true. That's not true. It is. It is. But again, this is where I step in again and say, do your own research. The whole purpose of this video right here is just to introduce this to you and let you know there is a paper version of yourself. In addition to what I'm telling you, information I'm going to give you, I'm also going to put some information below. There was a link that took me to some paperwork that a guy wrote out before he passed. And he really broke down a lot of it in a really short, it's only like 2 pages, or 2 pages rather, on a computer. He broke it down in a very short manner. There's also a 5-minute video that explains everything that I'm telling you as well. That's going to be below. And I'm also going to link below one of the ladies that I follow. She actually went through this book. And the name of the book is on Amazon, and it is called Meet Your Straw Man and Whatever You Want to Know. But the reason I'm doing this video again is just to introduce this to you and let you know. I know it's very hard to believe and understand, but a lot of times if you ever get mail, let me see. Okay, so this is one. Let me see if I can find another piece of mail. Okay, so here we have, wait, let me black out my address because y'all don't need to see that part. But I'm about to show you. And you can pay attention to your own mail. So if you think that what information I'm giving you is not true or not, just start with this, okay? Just start here with this and see for yourself if what I'm saying has any validity to it, okay? But always do your own research. Do not count on what other people say, okay? So when you are dealing with the corporation version of yourself, your name is always going to be capitalized. It's always going to be capitalized when you're dealing with the corporation version. So when they're dealing with your straw man, it's going to be capitalized. When they're dealing with the naturalized person, you will have your first letter capitalized and the rest of them lowercase for both your first and your last name. So here we are. This is one for, oh, they got my address on here again. Y'all heard my bowl. I had my salad while I was trying to get everything together. Okay. So, I'm going to just do this. So you have, let me just do this. Make it easy, right? Okay, so this is a piece of mail. And if you can see, my name says Miss Latoya Armstrong, and Latoya Armstrong is lowercase. First initial is uppercase. The rest of it is lowercase, right? That's because this came from Publisher Clearinghouse, okay? So they're actually sending this to me. Now, this came from Consumers Energy. Now, Consumers Energy is a utility company, okay? And because it's a utility company and the reporting and everything that goes along with it is going to be tied to my straw person, okay? My straw woman, all right? Which means I'm dealing with the corporation. And if you notice, what does it say for my name? My name is in all caps. All caps. Look at your government paperwork. So look at your social security number, your birth certificate, your driver's license, your registration, your proof of insurance. All of those will be capitalized because that deals with that straw man of yourself, the paper version of yourself. Other things that you have that you may get in, like, this Publisher Clearinghouse one, or, some church or something that's sending to you, those are usually going to be with your first letter capitalized, and then the rest are in lowercase. Look at your credit cards, your billing statements. Those are also all caps because they're dealing with the corporation version. They're dealing with the paper version of yourself. Okay. So that's how you can determine which one is which. If I sound like I'm stuttering, I'm really trying to decide how far to go in this video. Like I knew what I wanted to talk about with you guys, and I knew I wanted to introduce this topic to you because I realized that even along this journey where I'm listening to some of these people who are giving testimonies or who are giving information, and they're telling me how not telling me personally, but you know how it is. You watching them videos on YouTube and feel like they're talking to you, but they're speaking on it and they're saying how they never knew this information. They never knew this. And this was something that I learned back in my 20s, like my early 20s. So I knew it existed. I just didn't know how to utilize it. Okay. Like I said, the founding fathers of this country, they actually put nuggets in there for you to use and utilize in order to reap benefits. I put it like reap the benefits of them creating this new person. So right now they've done a lot of blocking, a lot of deception. It's a lot of things they don't tell you. It's a lot of things that are being done that are illegal, like when it comes to how they deal with the American public. And I don't care if you white, black, Hispanic, Chaldean, chupacabra, whatever. Okay. It's the same thing for all of us. And I really wanted to basically plant a seed or give you a nugget to get you to start looking at it and get going down that rabbit hole for yourself if you're ready. Some of you aren't ready. And it's okay. If you're not ready and you just want to dismiss everything I'm saying, by all means, go ahead. If you're not ready, then this information is not for you. But for those of you who are ready to go down that rabbit hole, who are sitting there listening to this video like, oh, she talking crazy. What? Ain't no two versions of me. Ain't no paper version of me. Do your research. Do your research. I guarantee you will find it. Do your research, okay? Like I said, I'll put some information in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, go to YouTube and watch it. I'll put some information in the description so you can find it and start your own journey on down. But there are plenty of books of it. And one of the most important books that you can get on all of this is this one right here. Okay, so this is the United States Code. All right. This particular one is Title 15, which deals with commerce and trade. And let's just think about this. Okay, we're going to think about some of these government entities, okay, or ones that we think are government entities. Why do you need a Department of Human Services? Who else are they servicing? Who else are they servicing? Why do you have human resources at your job? When you really get to looking at words and what words mean, which is why I really wish I had my Black Law Dictionary, but it hasn't come yet. I thought I ordered it a few days ago, and I'm sitting here looking for it like it should be on its way. Come to find out I didn't order it. So I just ordered it today. But when you really start to look at it, a lot of the wording that you think means one thing means something completely different when you're dealing with the corporation version of the United States. Like one is to understand something. If they ask you, do you understand? That means you are standing under something. And what are you standing under? You're going to stand under the contract that you create with whoever it is that's asking you, basically your court system, police department, whatever. But I don't want to get too far in because, like I said, this is why I was sitting here sounding like I'm stuttering a little bit because I'm really trying to hold back and figure out how far do I go in this video as far as the information I go in. And I think what I said is probably enough for you to get started. And if, like I said, if you're going to go down this rabbit hole, then this is your introduction to the rabbit hole. It all starts with understanding what I just said in this video. Once you can wrap your head around that and understand and see that is, you see, understand. So once you wrap your head around it and can grasp that concept of it, then you can move on and really start to look into it. Because if you do your research, do your due diligence, you're going to end up finding out a lot more is going on and a lot more is available to you. Like we have people out here struggling. And I'm one of them. I've been struggling my whole life. And there's no need for it. There's no need for it. Like we have money that's designated for each one of us. You know, when you look at it, why is the United States one of the most wealthiest countries in the world? Because they have certificates on each and every one of us. Okay. That's money. Life insurance policies on each and every one of us. Now, from a business aspect, yes, that is very smart because you will always have, what do they call it? Collateral. You'll always have collateral. And with the human life expectancy and how it is and all these issues are coming up with the shootings and car accidents and civil unrest and all these different issues coming up, your bank account is going cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And you might be saying, but Toy, if that was the case, then why is the country in debt? Okay, that's part of the rabbit hole. We're not getting into that. I'm not taking you in the rabbit hole today. I'm just showing you this is the rabbit hole. If you choose to go down this rabbit hole, you're going to find out answers to all them questions that you have. Okay. And do I have all the answers? No. Remember, I told you I got to a certain spot and I understood a lot of different things. but I didn't know how to go beyond that. And now I'm learning how to go beyond that. Now I'm getting that information, and that doorway is opening for me to go beyond that. And right now, I'm just showing you it's a door right here. Okay. And you can go in, and this is where it starts. Okay. This is the kind of stuff you're going to get. So do your research. Like I said, I'll leave some information down below. Like I said, the lady who introduced the book, which is why I ordered it. I'll put that link down below. I'll probably give you the Borough Bullies as well, because they're a good source as well. They have a lot of wealth of information that they give. They even give some of it out for free. They'll do the 5-minute video and the link to this information, this document that this guy wrote before he passed. And I think, I'm not for certain, but I think he may have also been the same one. He was an attorney that was in California. I'm not sure, but he may have been the same guy that was an attorney out in California who used to actually help people get this knowledge and set it up. And I just hate that I wasn't in a mental space at that time to really get that information from him like I should have, because it was there, and my life could have been a whole lot different if I did. But you know better, you do better. Okay. So like I said, if you're interested in going down this rabbit hole and really finding out some different things, and ways that you can better yourself and actually utilize money that the government actually has for you in your name, there's a way and laws and stuff that go along with it. Like this was a protection act in here. Okay. Consumer Protection Act is part of this book, and they created that to protect you and I. But we don't understand our role and who we are, our position in this government, in this corporation. We do not understand the power in which we have and can utilize. So, like I said, this is the introduction to the rabbit hole. If you want to go down it, by all means, go down it. Do your research. And like I said, you can start with the links that I'll list below to give you that additional information. I love you guys. I hope I didn't rustle too many feathers today, because like I said, I don't want to give you an overload of information or go too far. I just really want to give you enough to where you can start your own journey and make the decision on how far you want to go with this. Me, I'm trying to go all the way. I want to go all the way to the end. I want to find out where this rabbit hole ends at, okay? In all the ways, all the doorways. I want to open every door on the way down. Okay. But that's me. That might not be you. And that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly okay. But I love you guys. That's the topic for today. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share, because if you got something out of it, chances are someone else will as well. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.